What up, everybody? It's Cowboyism here to talk some free agency. Saturday, Dallas traded Anthony Henry to Detroit for John Kitna. Anthony Henry had just not been performing the way he should have been. I don't think he ever got past that injury he had in the 2007-2008 season, where part of that season, early into that season, he was leading in interceptions, but I just don't think he got past that injury last season. He wasn't performing well. He had a lot of just blown coverages, especially in the red zone, that cost us a lot of touchdowns. So, I mean, I can understand why we did it. John Kitna, if you look at his stats, he's really not that bad. As a quarterback, I'm pretty sure Detroit was going to release him, so I think we could have gotten him for we could have just signed him, but whatever. What can you do? I just don't see how pumped I can get. I'm not very pumped about that deal. I think Kitna's a great backup quarterback, but honestly, ask yourself, how pumped can you get over a backup quarterback? I can't. But moving on, we signed Keith Brooking to a 3-year deal, and I am pumped about that because he was leading in tackles in Atlanta. He's been leading in tackles for, I think, the last 5 or 8 years in Atlanta. He's a veteran, and he can do something to spice up this defense. So I'm pumped about that. The only problem with signing Brooking is I just feel like Jerry Jones continues to look for the temporary solution and not the long-term, down-the-road solution to our problems. But I'm not going to bitch about Jerry Jones because there's nothing we can do about it. I think he's a good owner, but lately he's just made some bad news. But made the new stadium, which I'm pumped about. Moving forward, Dawkins and Shepard are no longer with the Eagles. Shepard got traded for 2 draft picks, and Dawkins on with the Broncos. And I that's what shocked me. I thought Dawkins would definitely retire. Eagle, they definitely just lost 2 big emotional leaders on defense, and the rest of the NFC East is pretty happy about it. Hushmanzada signed with Seattle. They were in desperate need of a good wide receiver. Matt Castle is now chief. Tony Gonzalez is pumped about that. But what happened with that 3-way trade with that was with Tampa Bay, Denver, and the Patriots? Something just doesn't seem right. Why didn't it happen? And now Jay Cutler is being all emo about it, just whining and saying he wants out of Denver. I mean, I don't blame him. If I was on a team and they were trying to trade me and it didn't go through, I'd be like, well, that shows me how much respect you have for me. But trying to think what other free agency. Oh, one thing I'm just not trying to think about. Chris Canty signs with the Giants, and Chris Canty, you've been my favorite player for the last 4 years in the NFL. But now that you're a Giant, I just don't know how to feel about it. But I hope when you come down to Big D or when we go up to New York next year, I hope we knock you on your ass. That New York Giants defensive line, though, is going to be scary. They are going to be extremely good. Besides that, let's move on to Virginia lacrosse. We beat Syracuse Friday night. First team to ever beat Syracuse 3 times in the Carrier Dome in a row. We are now number 1 in the nation. We played VMI today, and we beat them 16-4, I think, something like that, 16-2. Again, we were just wild on the shots. We had like 49 shots, only 16 went in, and I think there was only like 24 shots on goal. We just got to slow this pace of the game down and just take good shots. We've got a young team, yes, I know that, but we have 2 seniors, Danny Gladden, especially him. He's our major, and Brian Carroll. They're both making the majority of the shots, and without them next year, I don't even know what's gonna happen. These players, these younger great players, we have good younger players, but they've just got to realize we got to slow down the pace of the game. and just take better shots. But Virginia lacrosse is looking very solid right now. So I'll make another video this week previewing their next game. Oh, and I was close about the prediction with the Syracuse game. We won 13-12, and I predicted 11-9. I said some point in the game we'd have like a streak of goals, and then Syracuse the rest of the game would be trying to catch us. In the third quarter, we had a 6-goal streak, and the rest of the game Syracuse was just trying to catch us, and we held them in the last minute. So, all right. Well, all my prayers go out to the families of those lost at sea. I know they called off the search today. It's awful. But all right. Well, I'm getting off here. Go Hoos, go Cowboys. All you need is faith.